Hey everybody, I'm Jordan with Warpfire Minis, and we're just getting back from the Warhammer World Championships. I ended up taking an unconventional Skaven list, but broke into the top 16 anyways, ended up 12th overall, so let's talk about it. Alright, so before we jump into the games, let's go over the list. And leading up to Worlds, I was playing a lot of games, and truth be told, the best Skaven list right now, it's still the Screaming Bell, Furnace, you're running a bunch of Rat Ogres with the Brood Terror, just point for point, damage-wise and everything, like, that's just the build. The problem I was having with it in my practice games was just, everything's so slow. Like, the Furnace, the Bell, the Rogers, everything's moving 6. And yeah, you get +2 move here and there from the Bell, but if an army has run and charge, or just really good mobility, and they're playing kind of a cagey game, things can be tough to score your tactics, and just overall, you kind of feel like you're at their mercy, where I want to be the one forcing the issue, and overall, just having more mobility for me makes the game more fun. So last second, we switched gears, and then this is what we went with. And so we stuck with Scouting Force and Restless Energy, just those are our good tactics. And we put in my man, the Verminlord Deceiver, Deathmaster to give him run and charge, 2 squads of 20 Night Runners, a squad of 3 Ratling Guns, then we still have to have the Bell in there, it's just awesome, 20 Clanrats, 20 Plague Monks, and then 4 Doom-Flayers. Just, I need to have some kind of damage in the list in melee, so boom, that's going to give me a little pop. And so the overall theme of the list is we're really putting everything into that Eshin basket. We're going to try to make them work. Using the Deathmaster's run and charge. We're going to get the Deceiver into places and teleport around. Going to get those Night Runners able to shoot and make some moves early game. Help score an early scouts if we need it. And then with the Deceiver's ability, the Night Runners also can minimum redeploy 4. So that combined with Gathering of Clans, we're really just trying to be shifty. We're going to use movement shenanigans to win the games. Without the Rat Ogres, there's not a lot of just raw damage in the list. So those Night Runners, like, they're good for about 6 in shooting, 9 in melee, where Rogers with the juice, that's 30. So big difference, just a different approach to the game. And so then let's jump over to game 1. I got Soulblight Gravelords to kick things off. And I'm not going to be able to do the full battle reports on all of these games. I took some pictures, but in the moment, I'm not able to take notes and everything. Just the games were too intense. And with this list, kind of all the little micro decisions and little 1-inch, 2-inch redeploys were the big things in the games. So it makes it a little bit harder to do the conventional battle reports. So I'm just going to show you a key picture of the game. Maybe it was deployment or further on in a round. And then just talk about how the game went overall. All right, and so round 1, we got Soulblight. The mission was Surge of Slaughter. And his battle tactics were Master plus Intercept. In first list, he had 10 Barrow Knights, 20 Barrow Guard, Manfred, a Vampire Lord, and then a Radukar as well. And so I know with my list, again, I can't do the damage. So something like those 10 Barrow Knights, I'm not going to really be able to handle it. And so this picture here is from our deployment, and those Night Runners on the right made a pregame move up towards his objective. I'm going to make him go first, and so I end up claw-stepping that same pack of Night Runners full up, just threatening that objective. He only had the 3 Vargeists on the right-hand side, so that's a fight I can win pretty easily with the 20 Night Runners. They're doing some work right there. But overall flow of this game, he goes first, pushes some stuff in the middle. Can't quite take that left objective. I redeploy some Clanrats forward. Flips to me, I kill some Dire Wolves and some of his Graveguard. Flips back to him, his Barrow Knights charge into those 20 Clanrats, and I've got the -1 to hit up, so they only kill about 8 to 10 of the Clanrats. Doesn't take the objective back, which is really unfortunate for him. And then in the middle, he kills 20 of my Night Runners with Radukar and some of the Plague Monks. But then flips back to me, I kill a bunch of stuff, I get the double turn, and with the double, the Graveguard are dead, Manfred's dead, Radukar's dead. He pretty much just has those Knights left and like a Vampire Lord, so just not enough to keep playing the game. This is one where kind of the flow of it went pretty heavily my way, had some good dice rolls and he didn't, so chalk it up, that's a win for the Rats. And we got 9 games to go through, so boom, we're hopping into round 2. We got Cities of Sigmar this time, and his list, the big star of the show, was 2 squads of 10 Scourge of Ghyran Cavaliers. And so these are huge blobs of 3-up saves, a lot of wounds. I can't do the damage to it, so let's see what happens. For the mission, we got Life Cycle, and then one cool move I did here is, on the left-hand side of this deployment picture, I had both of those squads of Night Runners all the way pushed up. For his battle formation, he was doing Dawnbringer Crusade, gives him +2 move. He can give an order for +3 move, then Pontifex can pray for another +2 move. So I know he wants to just full shove into me. So with those Night Runners fully pushed up, he deployed both units of Knights on that side to go hit him. And so what I did with my pregame move is I instantly then, boom, just full shove them back 7 inches back towards my board edge. So it was going to leave him with a really, really long charge. And I think right there I kind of won the deployment phase. But again, flow of this game, I made him go first. He pushed up with the 10 Cavaliers on the left onto that left objective, and that's it. So he only scored 6 points. He was purposely trying to score low, because the underdog on this one, you get to choose where the life cycle starts. He wants to start it on that left. I want to start it on the right, so it swings back to my home objective. So knowing that flips to my turn. I don't take any objectives. I just hold my home objective. Use my shooting to kill some things on the right side. I score 4 points instead. Then boom, I'm the underdog into the next round. And so next round I get to start the cycle on that right side objective. If I had scored too many points there, he puts it on the left. And again, I don't have the damage. Those horse units, I'm not going to be able to shift them off the objectives. He could sit still and just win the game. So purposely scoring low there, like that's kind of what saved the game for me, I think. After this, just that left side squad of Cavaliers comes down a little bit. Middle one shoots down middle. Flips back to me. The Bell, 20 Clanrats, and some of the Night Runners charge the middle cav. I end up killing like maybe 4 horses total. And then Doom-Flayers, Deceiver, Plague Monks, all of those hit that right objective. He had a couple Command Corps squads that worked their way up there and just managed to win the fight on that right objective, hold my home objective when it came by, and then the Deceiver ended up working his way around left, kind of that top center objective to help score Restless, and just bouncing around. Nothing really standing out, just play a good game. Ended up taking this one down on points. Then just one other quick note on this one. His battle tactics were Master the Paths and Restless. For my list, the Bell's hard to kill, the Deceiver's really shifty, Deathmaster I can just keep him out of harm's way. So I knew that between choosing the life cycle and the tactics, I kind of had the edge on points and it ended up working out. And so that's the end of day one. 2-0 is the best possible start, and one I didn't expect. The list it's one I got a few games in with. I showed it to my Skaven council buddies and they were all pretty worried for me, saying, oh man, like if you win 1 or 2 games for the whole event, that's going to be great. And so starting things off 2-0, we're overachieving already, feeling like $1 million. So switch over to day 2, pairings go up, and I get Fabian. He's playing Cities of Sigmar again. He's got Cavaliers. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Bunch of Command Corps, and he's running the KO Regiment around, which is a real pain, so we'll flip over to the picture of that one. Alright, and so for the mission on this one, we get Cyclic Shifts. It's the one where the underdog can shut off a pair of objectives. That ends up being a big deal in this one. And his tactics are Master plus Intercept. And for his list, again, it's the 10 Cavaliers, the regular ones that do mortal wounds, like 3 Command Corps, the KO Regiment of Renown. And what he's able to do with that is that you can teleport any infantry squad. And then the Free Guild Marshal with Relic Envoy can give a little token out that lets a unit receive an order anywhere they are on the battlefield. And so he can teleport a Command Corps 9 inches away, then use that command to move 3. And so just 6-inch deep strikes anywhere on the board at any point in time. Nothing I can do about it. And so this is one I'm looking at it and like, gosh, it's going to be tough. So round 1, he just pushes up, plays pretty safe, and it flips over to me. And when he was telling me about his abilities, I misheard him. I thought that the Relic Envoy thing was once per battle that they can get this token, where it was once per battle round. And that's what he told me, 100% of my fault for just not being in the moment. But he's got this Command Corps in the front that has this token on it. And in my mind, I'm telling myself, if I can kill that token, it's something I don't have to worry about for the rest of the game. And so I full send my 4 Doom-Flayers and 20 Night Runners into that squad to kill the squad and then tie some stuff up. And so I'm sacrificing my one true damage source in this matchup with these Doom-Flayers to do this. And so rocket them in, kill the Command Corps, kill like 2 or 3 models in another one, lose my Doom-Flayers, but I've got some stuff gummed up with some Night Runners over there. Then on the right side, we're just hanging out. I got the Deceiver going up that way, gonna try and make a play on that right objective. Then, priority roll, he wins priority, goes to the next round, and he just picks that token up and sets it on the next unit, and I just want to throw up. because I've made a grave error. I just sacrificed my only damage. Like, now it's going to be a super struggle because he can still keep doing this teleport move anyways. And so from this point, the game was super, super technical. It's too complicated to even talk about. But basically, I had to play the whole game with complete desperation. Like, low percentage plays, going for skitter leaps, just doing anything I can to scratch and scrape by. And it just kept working for me. So I think I cast maybe 4 or 5 skitter leaps in a row. And I'm counter casting them in his turn. I'd go make a risky play, try and do a little bit of damage, then just skitter leap myself right back out. And just rinse and repeat for the whole game. I'm making all these little shifty, risky moves, and it keeps working, And it comes down to bottom of 4. I need to charge into his Cavaliers to tie it up to win the game. He gets a 6-inch redeploy. I fail to charge. Bummer. Flips over to his top of 5, and now he needs his Cavaliers to kill 20 Clanrats. There's like 6 or 7 Cavaliers in the squad. They were one of my gold treasure and intercept tokens, and it's going to take an objective. Going to be a really, really big swing. And the Cavaliers, they hit in, I all out defense, and they don't get it done. I roll a 3 to get 3 Clanrats back. I hold the objective. He doesn't get the gold treasure token. Boom, I win the game. And so right there, had a little luck go my way, but we'll take it. It's going to be a win for the Rats, and this is definitely one where I think if we play it back 10 times, he's going to win that one 9 out of 10 times, but today was my day. We're 3-0. Alright, so we're going into round 4. This is to be able to get out of your pod, go into the top 16. Big game here. And I get the worst possible matchup. It's KO. This is one I just didn't want for the event. They can just point at the Deceiver, pick him up, turn off his ward, everything else. And then the mission itself, too, we end up getting Roiling Roots, which, again, worst case scenario. There's no obscuring terrain at all in the middle of the board. There's 6 objectives. He's really, really mobile, so like my run and charge isn't going to be super impactful. And looking at it, I don't think there's a real path to victory if I play a traditional game. So I end up going for the top of 1, Legendary Eshin Alpha Strike. He's got his couple screens out in front, then his boats, everything's right there in one big clump. So I full send, we run and charge the Deceiver, all 40 Night Runners. We're just going to crash into him, try and tie him up, see if we can get a head on points, and then just work our way back out. And it goes great. I end up killing like 3 squads, killed like 3 balloon boys out of 6. I get into all of the boats. The only thing I couldn't get into were 3 foot heroes. I think it was like Admiral, Brock, and Drekkie. And then end of turn, his 3 balloon boys bounce out. They've got that 2 up to get out, so they do. But I score like 20 points. We're feeling pretty good. Flips over to him. And the 3 KO foot heroes that are still eligible to shoot, they walk over and just blast the Deceiver off the board. It just wild roll. The one hero, he does 2d6 attacks that are 2 damage. He rolls an 11 for the number of attacks, and just that guy alone almost one-shot him. So, huge bummer there. Then he charges everybody in, so I end up losing the Deceiver and like probably 35 Night Runners right out the rip. From there, I can't remember if he got the double turn immediately or not, but all I really have left, I've got 20 Clanrats, some monks, 4 Doom-Flayers that are too far back, and the bell. And so we play a game, we have a good time, but realistically, I don't have any damage left. All of his stuff is 3-up, 2-up saves. Like, there is no game to be played. There's nothing I can do. So, KO, good game, dude. Super nice guy. Congrats on the win. We go down. And so, into day 2, we're 3-1. I'm watching the Shadow Round stuff, and I end up squeaking into the Shadow Round. It went by opponent win percentage, so my opponents just did well. Thanks, guys. And we make it in the Shadow Round. We're going against Stormcast. Not a great matchup again. He's got 12 Paladors and 6 Long Strikes. 6 Long Strikes, they can just point click at my Deceiver, he's dead. 12 Paladors, infinite movement, run and charge. So I'm trying to use my mobility and my speed to give me leverage. All of my leverage is taken away. So let's see what we can do. So in this one, the really, really big deal is that we're both 2 drops. So one of us is going to make the other person go second, and he wins the roll. He makes me go first so that he can get a big double turn and just crush me, is what he's hoping for. So this picture is my turn 1. I'm just pushing up on objectives. It's ley lines. We score max. Flips over to him. Paladors come down, crush 20 Night Runners. Other squad crushes 20 Plague Monks. But I've got the Deceiver far back where the long strikes can't deep strike in and shoot him. So that's good at least. Go to the priority roll. He really wants the double turn here just to end it. I get priority. So he prays for the right squad of Paladors. They just boom teleport back to his home. And then he's got 6 Paladors in the middle. I dump my entire army into it, and I kill maybe 4 or 5 of the Paladors. But we're still scoring points. Goes back to him. He kills some stuff, but I'm keeping the Deceiver behind all of my things so the long strikes don't have a good target. And then trying my best to keep everything else obscured. So then the flow of the rest of the game, I have a really, really good turn 3. I keep the Palador in the middle, just finding some like Clanrats or something. And then I take all of my other forces and I kill basically everything else he has on the board, except for those 6 Paladors. He had like a couple units of Vigilers and a little foot hero. And so I'm trying to just take away units so that he has less things to control objectives. Like, those long strikes are going to come in. He's going to start killing off all of my stuff, where I'm going to have nothing end of game. So I need to limit his scoring right now, is the play. So turn 3 grows great. We're doing it. Long strikes finally come in. They shoot the Deceiver and do 9. Great, we live. He gets the double immediately after. And I had healed my D3 from the Foulhide. I rally. I heal a few more wounds. I want to make him focus those long strikes and the Paladors into killing the Deceiver. And so that ends up being exactly what happens. And by doing that, he had to focus too much of his remaining force on this one unit. And it let my other guys, like some monks and whatever else, just float on these objectives, make it to where he scores low. And that ends up kind of being the story of the game, is he ends up killing most of everything I have, but end of game, I've got more points, I win. Skaven, we're in the top 16. So into day 2, the shadow round went till like 11:30 at night. I got some Games Workshop pizza. Thanks guys, it was great. And overall, just over the moon. With this list, I never expected to get this far. Not being able to do damage is a pretty big hurdle, but the movement stuff's been working. We're sneaking it out. So day 3, going into the top 16. First matchup is Sylvaneth. All right, for the picture on this one, we got just the deployment phase. He's got 6 Spite Rider Lancers, 3 Revenant Seekers, the Scourge ones that give a ward out, Belthanos, Dryka, Durthu, a War Song, 5 Revenants, and maybe something else in the mix. I think a Branch Witch. But the big deal is just those Spite Rider Lancers. They move 12. They're going to run in charge. They're going to crash into me. So I did my best to try and encourage him to hit the monks in the middle. He could maybe get into the Clanrats on the right. And then the Doom-Flayers I have all the way on the right side of the board. I have 3 call steps, those guys like 7 or 8 inches up, all the way on the right side of the board, like literally bases, single file, touching the edge of the board. And I let him go first, and here come the Spite Rider Lancers. He casts a tree in the middle here, and then the Spite Riders come down. He goes for the Clanrats up on my top right, and he ends up getting a 5-inch charge, doesn't make it. Rerolls it and gets a 10-inch charge, which is just barely enough for him to get 1 base within 3 of my Doom-Flayers on the side. And just a huge bummer, man. Like, getting the 10 right off the rip sucks, but piles them in, does the combat. They've got +1 to wound from Dryka. He all-out attacks, gives them the business, and 4 of them make it into the Doom-Flayers. They kill all the Doom-Flayers. 2 models attack down into my 20 Clanrats, kill all 20 Clanrats. Just a huge nuke has just gone off top of 1. Then he's still in combat with the monks, so he powers through, moves them back towards the woods, strikes and fades back into his castle at home objective. So perfectly safe, great play. I wish you didn't hit a 10, but you did. He ends up having Belthanos on this top right objective, 3 Rev Seekers on the bottom left. Otherwise, everything is just clumped up in the middle. Super sucks. Flips back to me. All hope's not lost. I send the bell up towards Belthanos. Deceiver goes up towards Belthanos. Gonna try and make a play on him. Just losing that much already. I need to slow him down. If he's able to run in charge for the rest of the game, they're gonna be able to hit me and I'm just gonna lose. So send those guys up there. 20 Night Runners left. Go over, take that objective. Fight some Rev Seekers. I think we killed 2 of them. Great. Charges on the Deceiver and the Bell. I don't make it into Belthanos with the Deceiver, but I can still hit the 4-up and make it. Cool. The bell charges long enough to get into him. I can kind of pivot off of woods that he has out there. And so, Deceiver teleport, go for the 4-up, fail it, don't make it into Belthanos. I'm just kind of floating in the middle on these woods. But I got my monks, got my stuff, I'm going to score scouts. My bell, I'm going to go ahead and fight him into Belthanos. At this point, I think we're fishing for the double. If I can get some damage on him, then I'll be able to drop him in the next turn pretty easy. So I fight, I do like 3 damage to Belthanos. Belthanos fights back and does like 10 damage to my bell. Not a great start. We go for a priority into turn 2, and I get it. We get the double, so we're going to take it. I go with the Bell Deceiver combo. We drop Belthanos, A++. My little 20 Night Runners go up. We finish off the 1 Rev Seeker that's left. We're just kind of moving everything else far away. We've taken away the run and charge. Drika and Dirthy were super slow. All I'm going to have to deal with are these 6 bugs. Like, now it's doable. Great. Flips over to him. 3 Claw Steps my bell even farther back. And Drika moves over, top right. I've got the Deceiver position where he needs like a 6-inch charge to get into the Deceiver. Then I'm going to 3-up, 4-up, bounce away, not lose anything. It's going to be an awesome turn for me. Just going to lose some Night Runners from the 6 bugs, A++. But Drika rolls her charge. She rolls an 11-inch charge, which is just enough to barely get within 3 inches of my Screaming Bell. And so Drika turns off the wards. Drika's Rend 3. I have no CP. Drika, boom, one-shots the bell. We're losing pieces left and right here, folks. It's not right. Shouldn't be happening, but it is. And we're in a tough spot. We go priority for round 3. He gets the double turn. Full crush. All I have left, I've got 20 Night Runners back in my home objective and a Deceiver. And we play out the game, but like, I'm having fun, shaking and moving, but there's no world where I can win. Sometimes the flow of the game and like long charges happen. It happened in this one. We'll take our first loss in the top 16. So we'll hop over to round 6, and I get the Skaven mirror match. And this is one I'm pumped up for because it's the Bell Furnace list. It's pretty much the exact thing I would have brought to Worlds if I didn't switch. And so I wanted to switch to be faster. Now we're going to get the direct head-on-head comparison. Going to be awesome. And then add a little gravy on top. The guy walks up to the table, and he says, I guess we're about to find out who the best Skaven player is in the world. And I say, let's do it. Here we go. And so for this one, the mission we got is Grasp of Thorns. We both have the same battle tactics. It's the full half deployment zone, so like scoring scouts and Restless is going to be tough. There's just like you have 2 home objectives, they have 2 home objectives. Somebody's got to break the stalemate and play the game. And for me, I'm feeling pretty good. I've got run and charge. He doesn't. I'm just going to kind of float around. He's going to have to push forward at some point, and I'm going to take advantage of it. Only range he has to worry about. He's got 6 Jezzails, but I know deep in my heart, they're not that great. They do like 8 damage. I'm good. No sweat. We end up just taking turns 1 through 3 of, hey, I'm not going to move forward. Hey, I'm not going to move forward. Hey, I'm not going to move forward. And we just stalemate it. But with my list, I have the edge. He's dropping a Gnawhole down. I'm skitter leaping my Deceiver to this Gnawhole, killing it. Then I've got my infantry up kind of towards the middle a little bit further because I move faster than he does. I run and charge, and I'm just kind of getting in a good position. And then another fun one was that round 2, he wins priority roll. He gives me the double turn because basically we're just double dog daring somebody. So then I win priority roll into 3 and I give him the double turn back. And so just fun to see that go back and forth with nobody really doing anything. And so comes down to top of 4. He's got to make a move. Makes the move. I triple redeploy. I'm staying too far back. He can't really get to me. His Jezzails get to shoot the Deceiver. He does 6 damage. I healed 2d3. It's fine. Then flips over to me, bottom of 4. I surge across the line, auto-run my Clanrats, take one of his home objectives. We bang out a 20-point turn. So we go over to the round 5 priority roll. At this point, I'm up 12 from scoring those tactics and holding more objectives. And I get the turn 5 priority roll. Mathematically now, I just take the double, score too many points. He's not going to be able to get back in the game, and I guess he found out. So that's the end of day 3. Getting 1 win felt great, especially when it's the Skaven mirror. That one, whenever I'm in an event and I pair into Skaven, I always feel that extra little bit of pressure that, hey, I got to win this one. So felt good to take it down. Super nice guy. And we'll jump over to day 4. So we go over to round 7. This one we got Tzeentch. and it was Casper who was the world champion last year, so I knew this was going to be a tough game. The mission was Creeping Corruption, so full halves. And with my list, I'm scoring Scouts and Restless. These full half ones are kind of brutal for Scouts 1. And then he's running 40 Zangors with Shield of Fate. And so that's something that I know realistically I can't kill it. If I let him go first, he's just going to shove those guys up onto that middle line. And I'm never going to be able to score Scouts 1. And I'm never going to be able to score Restless. And so I end up taking top of 1. I can run and charge my Deceiver and my Night Runners onto that top right objective. That's the picture you're seeing here is at the end of my top of 1. And so I'm able to score Scouts and take one of his objectives, bang out a big 20-point turn, stay relatively safe while doing it. And so that was the play. I feel good about it. Good path to victory here. 20-point turn, great. Flips over to him, bottom of 1. All my stuff is a little bit too far away. I end up claw-stepping those Night Runners top right just into the corner. And his Zangors and stuff, he doesn't have run and charge in this list. He was just doubling down on durability. And so in his bottom of 1, he doesn't make it into anything. I don't have any real losses. Like maybe he killed a couple Night Runners or something, but nothing real. So I was feeling really, really good. Some other Zangors just kind of pushed down in the middle. Then priority roll for round 2. He gets the double turn. And here I scored 20 turn 1. He scored 5 turn 1. And so he's down enough points where he can take the double turn and suffer no penalty. And that's just $1 million for him. So he's going to be able to score Wrathful and Restless. He just surges some Zangors right, kills the Night Runners, surges some Zangors down middle. He's going to hold more objectives. He took an objective away from me. He's scoring 20 points right back. And I take huge losses doing it. Now there's 40 Zangors there. I got my Doom-Flayers, right? Like, they can go in, take a big chunk out of them, so I would try and charge my Bell, the Doom-Flayers, do some chip damage with the Deceiver and so on, try and work our way back out. So it flips back to me. I'm going to full send everything down into the Zangors he sent onto my home objective in the middle. And the Doom-Flayers, we charge in, we're Rin 2, we're damage 2, anti-infantry, like, everything I've got. I'll out-attack it to negate the -1 to hit. And into the Zangors, I do 6 damage and kill 3. And that's just not enough to get it done. The Bell and Deceiver hit, and I kill a couple more, but Shield of Fate being -1 to hit and getting that 5-up ward, pretty brutal. From there, I never double back or anything, so just playing a static game. I'm still doing well on points, so for most of the game, I'm winning, I think until maybe round 4. And the swing of it was there is, he scored the first step of Wrathful, scored the first step of Restless, and after that, Kairos lets him change his battle tactic. And so he did one cool move where he got his Demon Prince in combat with my Deathmaster and another unit. And the Demon Prince can do crit mortals. And so he spent one of his Destiny Dice to do 3 crit mortals into the Deathmaster, which then sets him on fire. He's burning. And so end of round, it does D3 mortal wounds. He rolled the 2. Boom, the Deathmaster dies. So it got around the whole Deathmaster's trick of only being hit on 5s and 6s. And it still let him dedicate a bunch of damage into the other unit. So, like, good play on his part. But the bummer part of that is the next battle round, he's able to change Wrathful into Master of the Paths. And since he killed the Deathmaster earlier in the battle, he automatically scores 5. And nothing I can do about it. And so after he scored that, I was just doomed. I was able to score Scouts 2 pretty easily. But I was never going to be able to score Restless 2, just shifting Zangors off of that back home without any of my damage dealers just wasn't going to happen. Round 5, I made some for funsies plays. Like, I could have had things a little bit closer points-wise, but that big 5-point swing there with Master of the Pass, that sealed it for him. He played a great game. Solid win for Tzeentch. Then we're hopping over to round 8, last one of the event. We got Soulblight Gravelords. This was Matt Beasley, awesome player, and the mission was Bountiful Equinox. Again, a brutal mission for me. The full half deployment, Scouts is tough. For the top 16, 3 of the 4 were that way. Maybe they should shake that up a little bit next time. But the big deal on this objective is, for Restless, you can hold the center objective and you deny it to your opponent for the whole game. Just since it's in both territories, it counts. And so he was able to just put 10 Barrow Knights on that center objective, Manfred, and like have Dire Wolves and the 20 Barrow Guards standing right there next to it. And just, he looked at my list and he could tell, like, hey, you don't have enough damage to shift this, and turns out he was right. I sent my Doom-Flayers into the Graveguard in like my one turn to try to do it, and I think I killed 6 or 7. That's never going to do it. But even with that said, he's winning the primary game. I'm doing really good on the secondary game, scoring my tactics, denying his, keeping a really, really tight game the whole way through. And that's even with, the big deal for me is the Deceiver. I've got the 4-up teleport, right? And so from rounds 2 through 4, I roll the dice 8 times, and I get 0 4-up teleports. And every one of them would have been a really big swing to maybe score me a couple points, and just failed all of them in a row. It got to the point where both of us were just laughing like, oh man, you're not going to get this one either, and I just keep failing. Round 5, I finally get one big one. We're both cheering, having a great time. I end up denying like the last step of Restless with it to keep the game close, but I end up losing by 2 or 3 points. And great game, one that like it could have went a little bit better, but hard mission, great opponent. Soulblight, they take it down. And so that's a wrap. I ended up getting 12th place overall, which I'm stoked on. I came in with very low expectations. I thought the list was going to be super fun to play, which it was. But it's definitely not one I'm going to keep playing or try to hype up to you guys. The Rat Ogre's Belfurtus, like, it's easier to play, and it just kind of performs a little bit better in general. But I ran into some real brick walls where, hey, you got to be able to do damage here, and I can't. So kind of a limitation there to the list. But other than that, Worlds was a blast. Got to meet a lot of nice people from all over the world. The events team killed it. Games Workshop, great job. It's one where, like, if you've never been before, it's an awesome experience. Like, go win your golden ticket. Hopefully I'll see you there next year. And then, as always, if you guys need any models, check us out at warpfireminis.com.